Hey, folks, and welcome to another Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes podcast. I am Chris Fearing, and I am joined at the table by a couple of bitches.
And fuck you.
Hey. Say the normal thing.
No. One of these bitches is Drunks and Dragons.
And the other bitch
Is not a bitch. But that non-bitch is Aaron Bass.
All right. Well, I wanted to do something because we haven't done this in a long time. We haven't played this game in a long time.
Oh, okay.
So
What, the Who's a Bitches game? I think we lose all the time.
maybe you guys do. No, I lose too. But no, the game where we choose something like franchise, series, movie, stuff like that, and pick who everybody is.
Oh.
And why? Because we haven't done it in a long time. And so I figure that so we can't or more accurately, so I can't sway things back and forth, we pick for the other person.
Interesting.
So for you, Aaron, me and Justin would pick.
Okay.
For whatever we're tackling, and the two of you would pick for me, and that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So
we're picking amongst the three of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like who we are. Okay, so let's start with Final Fantasy games.
Oh.
Who is everybody out of any Final Fantasy game?
A huge group.
Who is everybody?
Well, I'm obviously Cloud. It's like, that breaks the rules, and that's inaccurate. So okay, Aaron, you're Cloud. No. Aaron, you're not Cloud. No one here that we know is Cloud.
Yeah, this makes it a little harder to be like, oh, I'm this, and then just like, shit, no, I can't do that. Okay, who will we pick? Who is going to be picked first?
If one comes to mind. I mean, for me, usually just if someone comes to mind, I'll jump out and say it.
All right. Well, how about we just pick Chris? Who between me and Justin, figure out who Chris is.
I want to say our default vote's going to be like, hey, let's just say he's Squall and have it over with. Let's just say he's Squall.
I was going to be like, Chris probably wants to be Auron, but no.
He's Squall who wants to be Auron.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Squall. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Squall's a cool enough dude.
That's changed a bit.
Yeah.
I remember back when it was Casey going Chris would want to be Auron, but Chris is more like Sid.
Sid. Oh, like Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
I could see that too.
Actually, that's really good too. That's a really good choice.
Yeah.
Man, Sid's got an actual pivotal role in 7, and I don't think he's got as big of a role in 8, or he's not a main character, is he?
He's one of the teachers.
Yeah, he's one of the
teachers.
He's like the Robin Williams in Dead Poet Society.
I was gonna say, and he kind of looks like Robin Williams a little bit in that game.
So he's Robin Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's Robin Williams in Final Fantasy VIII.
A serious teacher, Robin Williams.
All right, but it's weird because in 9, isn't he a bug?
Yes.
Yep.
It is the Regent. Regent Sid.
That's just an interesting statement. Doesn't that character a bug in 9?
Yeah. And then there's 2 Sids in 12, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there
are
was.
2 Sids.
The fuck?
Yeah, one is Dr. Sid, and he's Balthier's dad, I believe. And the other one is this other dude who's just a dude who just is I look like damn character from Tekken 5 and now in Tekken Tech 2 all the time we play. He's
okay.
Spanish.
Well, we got
Jin Kazama.
Not at all.
Miguel.
There we go.
All right, so
he's the coolest dude.
Chris's Sid Squall wants to be Auron, but okay, he's Sid. So now we gotta.
What are you
decide.
guys?
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say that. You gotta answer part of that. You gotta think.
Well, Aaron is obviously Barrett.
Obviously,
because he's our chocolate comrade. Chocolate.
There are other black characters in Final Fantasy. Though.
Nah, it doesn't even have to be. I was gonna say it doesn't have to be gender specific. What the fuck? I mean, you know what I mean? Skin color specific.
Justin, you are sexist against black people.
Nah, maybe. Nah, because I can see Aaron also being Give me a minute.
Do 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 bop shoo bop shoo do 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 bop shoo bop shoo do. Aaron, who's Justin?
Oh, I don't even know that. I can't think of a good answer.
Well, I've got the next category for picking characters. If we quite literally cannot, if we've hit this wall,
We've
already.
all played different Final Fantasies, and I think that's where this falls.
A little bit.
It's like, I've played 9, Aaron's played 9, you've played 8, Aaron's played like 7.
I played 8 and 7.
You played
I
8
played
and 7. I've played Tactics, you've played but there's like, you've played 12, I haven't played 12, we're like missing different gaps.
Yeah.
It's like playing hopscotch when no one knows all the rules.
Yeah, if I had to think about like tactics characters, it might get more interesting. But
Well,
even
they're
there,
Final Fantasy characters. But
Yeah.
like, some of them are like just dudes in the background. Except for
Yeah.
Delita, who's like a Game of Thrones character or some shit.
yeah.
Only an anime character also.
Why can't I think of a single character who really is like Justin in Final Fantasy? That should be easier.
It should be. I'm probably just one of the fucking roving gang in the fucking group that like does the plays that like kidnaps people in the beginning
nice.
of 9. Probably one of what's the name of their gang? Can't remember now.
Tantalus.
Tantalus? I'm probably one of the members of Tantalus.
That's cool. You could be of them. You might be. Oh gosh, the one who
Biggs.
gets turned to stone.
Oh, Blank?
Blank is.
Oh
Kinda cool.
man, that would be cool, but also like, oh, that's heartbreaking because I remember he dies. Like, I think he
Yeah.
just straight up stays stoned, doesn't he?
I
Maybe?
could have sworn he didn't.
Yeah, I want to say like you save him, but I can't remember if it's a side quest or what.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was. Man, I gotta play that game again because I can't remember it that well.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good moments in that. All right, well, guess that makes you.
There's that one black dude in 13.
No, I was gonna say like
He's got an afro.
I was gonna say you have a penchant for like being a nice dude though and following the rules and stuff. Maybe you're like fucking Steiner from 9.
I could take that. Yeah, that's cool.
Only like if Steiner was
Chris
more like
could also be a
serious.
Steiner in some ways too. Weirdly.
Well, weirdly, I remember I think I named him after you
Yeah.
because I named.
Because you named everybody in one of your
I named
playthroughs
everybody.
after folks you knew.
Though I have to say like, fucking I should have named the thing that eats all the shit.
Queena?
Yeah, Queena. I almost called it just Queen Latifah. I couldn't. And it's a he, right? Or it's like a genderless thing? I can't even remember.
I believe it is genderless. He,
Just-
maybe.
I don't know. It's out of left field creature. You can just name that whatever you want.
Because you named it Jar Jar, didn't you?
Yeah, I named it Jar Jar. I'm like, we have weird ass
Well,
monsters
that
following
that,
me
that
around.
gives you no chance of liking it.
Yeah. Well, it had blue magic.
Yeah.
That was cool. That's always nifty.
Yeah, no, I like the fact you can collect
All
it.
right, new franchise.
Okay, Aaron.
Yes.
And Justin, because you both have seen more of it than me. Which Doctors?
Which Doctors? Okay,
From that terrible series everybody likes.
I've thought about
With Benedict
this some.
Cumberbatch.
I think me and Justin can agree who Chris is. He'd
Yep.
be
I nod, but I'm like hoping you'll say it out
Christopher
loud.
Eccleston's Doctor, who is the
Who's that?
The first of the reboots.
The
The
ninth
first of the
Doctor.
reboots.
The
ninth.
why the Ninth Doctor?
Because he's more serious. Well, he tries to hide his anger a lot with like upbeatness and like, yeah, everything's gonna be all right, or like, let's go save everybody. And he is a little bit more straightforward than the other Doctors who are just.
You know
kinda-
how like some of the doctors, you see them, you want to punch them because they act like they're fucking like hipsters who had way too much coffee or some shit.
Yeah.
He's not one of those.
Okay, cool.
He's more the guy like, oh, I didn't bumble into this situation just being goofy. He's like, I'm deliberately here to solve a problem and do some things.
Cool.
And I'm going to pick this route. And someone might be like, hey man, isn't that a little intense? And be like, well, we got to fix this problem. So he's like one of the more problem solver doctors
Can't
who
argue
actually
with
like
that.
does things. So he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool doctor.
So what about you, Orangutan?
Which one am I?
Yeah.
He's Matt Smith. I don't know.
I was gonna say Justin. You could be Matt Smith, maybe.
Oh God, that's
Why is-
awful.
why is Justin Matt
why
Smith?
Is the style
He's a little bit more wacky.
He's
he waves his arms around a little bit more, and he's all like, "Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got a."
I'm sorry. If I was an immortal being with a weird ass time machine police box, I'd probably be a bit more wacky too.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't argue with that.
he's kind of the space grandpa, which is kind of like, that's nice. I could imagine him being like a kind of cool dude when he's not trying to be impressing 14-year-olds and weird stuff, because doctors are all like, when you think about
Oh, that sounds like me.
that's our line, but
We stab ourselves so many times on this cast, on these podcasts. We're just like, man, you know who's a real fucker? Hitler and that Justin guy. And it's just like, what? Come on.
yeah, no, I think either that or the second Doctor. he's a cool guy. He's a little bit more of a clown as well. He's
You can be Tenet though. Don't lie. Seth could be Tenet.
Oh no, yeah, I think Seth could be probably Tennant or fifth or seventh Doctor. No,
Which one's fifth?
Yeah, fifth is he's the one who came after the actual like longest running Doctor.
Which one's the one that had the scarf and was like,
That's-
I'm Doctor Who and I love Sour Patch Kids?
And he's got like this super deep sonorous like I'm the Doctor, but he's just British. But he's
I'm the Doctor.
but
Jenny.
I must have had me 15 TARDISes.
I guess it is.
but yeah, no,
I guess.
that was the fourth Doctor.
Weren't all those reboots and like Daleks really horrible for you? I guess.
Trash can's talking to me.
But
Do you want some shrimp? Just not letting this go, are we?
Second Doctor Shrimp. Third Doctor Shrimp. Fourth Doctor Shrimp.
Dalek Doctor Shrimp. I like that Rhino race. They were kind of cool.
oh,
Because just like Rhino aliens. Jadoons, or whatever the fuck. It was weird. There was a race of Rhino aliens. They didn't give any kind of quarter or anything. They were just like uncompromising rule followers.
I
They
think
were,
they were
because they only
literally in that
believed
one
in paper
episode.
money?
huh?
Is that because they only believed in paper money?
Probably.
Okay.
I think they were literally only in that one episode, and they were cool though, so they should be in more.
So what's Aaron?
Like which doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, man. He's probably one of those doctors he said he was. Some of the older doctors I'm not familiar with.
Okay, fine. Aaron,
Hey,
what doctor
no,
are you?
it's becoming easier though. It's becoming easier as we pick different franchises. It's becoming easier for us to be like, hey, everybody.
Okay. I think, well, if I had to pick among the Doctors, I might be the first or the second.
Why is that?
Those are the two older of the Doctors, and the first one's kind of just, a little bit more of a sterner, like, grandpa character, and then the second one is a little bit more of a, like... All the other doctors seem to be like, I'm unflappable. I never have any problems going on with what's everything. But the second one's the one who's like, oh, we might die, guys.
Okay. Yeah, you're the second. Problem solved. New franchise.
Okay, comic book heroes. Is Justin Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Aaron's thinking really maybe. What are you thinking, Chris? Are you thinking I'm Spider-Man?
I feel like there's a mutant I could pull for more for something from the TV
He doesn't
show.
exist. You shush. You bite your tongue off.
Oh man, cool, Justin Spider-Man. No, he's Morph. Justin, where'd you get that gun? Put it down, no!
Sorry.
You killed him.
It's the only person that can make Wolverine laugh. I was like, that's the corniest mutant power I've ever heard of.
He's the only person besides
Okay.
like Jean Grey he has a picture of that he looks
Okay, is that Wolverine meme where he's sitting there touching that picture in his bed in full costume? It's supposed to initially be Morph.
Yes. It is supposed to be more.
Oh, I miss you, bub.
Oh god. Man, that was disturbing.
Oh, bub. Oh, bub.
What's great is I love, man, the X-Men series is classic, but I do love like Pride of the X-Men,
Yeah,
That
where
shit is
Wolverine's
amazing.
Australian.
where Wolverine is just
Oh.
blatantly Australian, which is so weird and fortune-telling-y, like so,
Fortunate telling
you know what I mean? Like it's so far-sighted because we'll get an Australian actor to play Wolverine in
Yeah.
like the movies. It's like they saw the future.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Pride of the X-Men?
I've not. No.
Okay, Pride of the X-Men. There's a few episodes to it, but
There's one episode.
There's one episode.
It's just a
really
pilot.
it's just it. Okay, so there's one episode. I wanted to say like there's more, but like it's one episode. No, wait. Could have sworn there's
Just
no?
one?
Okay, so there's one episode of it, and it's quite literally Kitty Pryde goes to Xavier's mansion for the first time, and Xavier's explaining the X-Men and shit, and then Juggernaut and Magneto attack the mansion and like blow shit up, and then they were like retreat to like Asteroid M, and then the X-Men go up there and like
Yeah.
save her, and it's like full balls to the wall.
And isn't it like the first 15 minutes?
Yeah, like it's just not
Yeah,
even
I
like.
remember you telling me
it's
some
just
of
like,
this.
holy shit, that escalated.
It's
And
awesome.
Well, that
it's got
escalated
Colossus and
quickly.
Nightcrawler and
Yep.
shit in it. Oh my god!
So, who's Aaron? All comic book heroes.
All comic book heroes. Okay, that makes it a bit easier. Obviously, he's Spawn. No. Okay, no, seriously though.
No, he's Blade.
No, obviously.
No, he's Black Panther.
Obviously, he's like.
No, he's Bishop.
I was gonna say he's like.
I like Bishop.
Maybe
the
he's like
best out of
Beast or
those.
some shit.
That's a good one.
I could take. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Beast.
And
I like
you,
Beast.
I could go either furry or non-furry Beast, whichever one you.
Whichever one. I mean, you start as one, you get to the other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fine. Even if it was like human, and even if he ended up becoming like that slightly cat-faced Beast that they have recently, that doesn't really look all that good. But I like '90s Beast, where he's got like Wolverine's haircut, but he's just like a blue furry dude. I don't know. If we're going X-Men, you could also be Nightcrawler, Justin.
Hello. He's not as much of a goofball though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not as much as a goofball.
Like you could be X-Men Evolution Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
X-Men Evolution Nightcrawler is a bit more of a goofball.
Yeah.
He's like.
Although that's like, I don't know. The German thing always makes me go, but that's Seth. I'm just like,
Yeah, because that's the defining feature.
Seth has the lock on all of German characters.
Yeah. He is our oh god.
Yeah,
Why
but
can't I think of the
Seth could be
actor's
Nightcrawler
name?
because Nightcrawler's just that shy of being like.
Yeah, that's true.
Not as much of a goofball to be my goofy ass.
And he's
but
extremely
just enough of a playful dude to be Seth's goofy
And he's
ass.
extremely theatrical,
And is extremely theatrical. So
and was part of a troupe, and was part of a circus, and all that kind
Oh
of
my
stuff.
god, so Seth is just Nightcrawler.
And like fucking adds a rapier to his arsenal.
Seth loves Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Actually, now I know why. They're just the same guy. Alright, Chris, I guess that leaves you with Professor Xavier.
Yep.
Nowadays.
Ever since I became a skinhead.
Uh,
A neo-Nazi.
ever since you.
Oh, cool! I get to go to the Matrix.
What?
Show me the way, Morpheus. Whoa.
If you take the red pill.
Whoa, I hate minorities. Whoa.
Alright, so. Well, I guess, Chris, it's like. You want us to say Wolverine.
You don't have to say Wolverine. It's all comic book characters.
I know, but I'm
All-encompassing.
pretty sure there's actually a comic book character that's like.
I think
I'm pretty sure
Chris is closer
Marv
to the Punisher.
or Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher
Really?
Marv.
I was gonna say
Punisher Marv?
Punisher, but probably Marv.
Okay.
Because Marv is like, I'm just some big gruff guy. He's like, I'm just some big gruff guy with like really plain views, but they're really straightforward, so you can't really argue or dislike me because I don't like play the really kexy side of the field.
Oh, stop.
What if we had to cast us among the Avengers?
That's a good
if
one.
If we had to cast us
Yeah.
among the Avengers.
Okay, who are we
Yeah,
in
like
the Avengers? New topic. Who are we in the Avengers?
Okay, just the Avengers. Give me a minute to think. I'm just farting. I'm not actually thinking. Give me a second.
You talking just movie Avengers?
No, let's go.
Like
comic
all Avengers?
Yeah, whoever's
Okay.
been in the Avengers.
All Avengers. So I'm
Doesn't
Spider-Man
really change
still
much, really.
because Spider-Man
Yeah.
was in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marv was in the Avengers. For all we fucking know.
Well, let's go with classic team Avengers.
Okay.
So for comic books, we've got the Beast, Marv, and Spider-Man. But for just the Avengers.
All right.
Just Avengers.
Yeah. Just Avengers. Ready, go. Aaron's Falcon,
I was gonna say, oh really?
because he's black.
Why am I the token character every time the token character?
No. I think Aaron could. I'm trying to think now. I don't know. You don't have the alcoholism of Tony Stark, but
I
I know you would love.
giving you Tony Stark than any of
Oh,
us.
really?
Just mostly because of the Robert Downey Jr. effect, you know, the
Oh, wow.
quippiness.
Oh yeah, maybe. And it's like the quippiness and the drinking, and then the love of like just being lazy and like letting armor and lasers fight for me. Yeah, maybe I could be Tony Stark.
Maybe.
I'm not saying he's lazy, but I'm saying like, you know, like "Pachoo!" from a distance. Hell yeah! Like there's a personal satisfaction when you're just like, I made this laser. Pachoo! And then the guy goes through a building, and you're like, fuck yeah! I could get behind that. I could get all behind that train.
All right. Who's Chris?
I guess it makes Chris like Thor, because he's not patriotic enough to be Captain America. But he is like, fuck yeah, fighting and stuff to be Thor.
All right.
Which is something like Captain America's not like gonna be like, fuck yeah, fighting and stuff. Captain America be like, we should probably diplomacy first. I mean, he'll be willing to fight. But you probably go for like, you probably would just be like, all right, like it's not an excuse to hit it.
I don't know who I am. My last answer was going to be Thor, for me.
Oh really?
I had no idea.
Well,
I
you-
mean,
Well, Falcon's like Falcon, as far as the movies are concerned, is like a really cool guy who knows his stuff and is like, I get behind this team and I'm really helpful and I'm like a straightforward dude. So you could be Falcon based off the virtue of your personality as opposed to your skin color.
And Falcon in the comics is like a fucking tech genius. Like he knows how to operate all these robotics.
Man, he's like second in command. He's like second in command in the fucking Avengers, nearly about.
Yeah, isn't he like Captain America these days?
Nearly about.
And when all that Civil War shit went down, and everybody else like wanted to turn Captain America in, Falcon was the only one that fucking showed up and like stayed by his side through the whole fucking thing because he was his friend first before any of this bullshit with Civil War.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had seen him in I wish I had seen Captain America 2, but yeah, this guy sounds pretty awesome.
Oh man, you haven't seen that?
No, yeah.
No, it was really awesome.
It was really good.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
We gotta like
I like
find
the
a way.
first one a lot.
We gotta find a way to get that so we can watch it. It was good.
Okay, comic book bad guys, go.
Oh.
All comic books.
Oh boy.
All of comic books.
I like this one.
Wow. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Well.
Who goes first? Who do you guys think?
Ready, go.
I was gonna say, Chris, you're like Sabretooth or something, right?
Why is that?
Because Sabretooth's just like this big mean guy, and you just be who kind of like, oh man, I could if Chris just had claws and like super strength, he could rip people apart like a fucking goddamn human lion. I'm pretty sure he would have fun with that.
Yeah, I can't disagree. It would be cute.
Justin could be like either the Riddler or the Joker.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm mostly
The Riddler has too much complexity and not enough just wacky bullshit. Like
Yeah.
the Riddler doesn't lays out on his on his riddles. It's just like, what's red, green, and covered in parsley? Fuck it, I don't know. And then he just shoots people. That would be my answer. So yeah, I'd probably be more the Joker because I couldn't think of like a proper like riddle, but I would try to make a terrible pun out of something. Also, puns are just funnier to kill people with, like kill people too.
That's very true. 80s movies have taught us that. Okay, so what about Aaron?
You guys know which one I'd like.
Yeah, you love Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
You love Mr. Freeze. It's that tragic background.
Yep.
But like, that isn't necessarily. I don't know. I don't think you'll go, oh, Aaron's such a tragic figure. So give me a minute to think. Give me a minute to ponder.
So is it going to be a DC or a Marvel for him? Because it's all comic books.
That's true. All comic books.
Also, I have a new answer for Justin.
What?
Mixes Pitlick from Superman.
Wow, that's
wacky.
even better. That just skips the killing people and gets to the straight, really wacky. So I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one.
You'll go with Mixelplick?
I'll go with Mixelpidlick or whatever the fuck his name is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You have to get him to say his name backwards.
Yeah,
exactly.
That sounds like some kind of
to say his name backwards.
That sounds like some kind of fuckery you'd come up with.
And what's better is like it would work with my actual last name because it'd be so hard to do. Also, I love the Superman episode from the animated series where like he's in there because it's voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
And, like quite literally, it's just like shots back at his dimension where he just gets teleported back in like 5 seconds because Superman's just like getting used to doing this like on a daily basis. It was hilarious. All right, so Aaron.
Yeah.
Challenge. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Huddle. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. I'm trying to think of like X-Men villains and things like that.
I was gonna say like it'd be cool if he was like Venom or something.
Oh, well, I do like Venom.
And not just because like he likes Venom, but I mean like I don't know. Venom is kind of just like fuck all responsibility, unleash, and it's kind of it would be an interesting like sharp change of pace. You might want to say
That's
like
true.
It's weird. It's like I pick him because he's like the opposite as opposed to being exactly like. But like if Aaron just absolutely lost it, then he'd be the opposite. He'd be past Aaron or something. Past Aaron is just Venom.
God. Shit.
And he wouldn't go on a mad killing spree. He wouldn't be Carnage. And
Yeah.
Carnage in a way can be a very lazy, like a lazily, like
He's
lazy.
a
character.
'90s villain.
He is a 90s. He is a 90s villain, true and true. Well, Venom is a 90s character, but Venom at least like is able to hold up. Carnage can be like lazy if used improperly.
Yeah.
Like,
But you've got to, like, for Aaron, you've got to have that level of intelligence to it as well.
that's true. But like, I don't know. Is Venom stupid? I don't think Venom's, or at least the symbiote is not stupid. Even if
But the
whatever the guy's
symbiote's
wearing
more primal.
That's true. I'm trying to think of like a smart villain, then a smart unleashed villain, and like it's weird. A lot of the mental villains in like comic books are like bizarrely weird,
Oh yeah. Well, I have my own certain flair
like
of
Megamind
weirdness.
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just like dudes.
Well, you got a rogues gallery for Batman, so there's got to be like somebody in there
That's true.
because he's got the more like intelligent, thought-provoking villains. Shit.
What is he, the Riddler?
No, I'm just.
Oh,
Yes, Aaron, you're the Riddler.
Really?
No.
I mean, I like the Riddler. I wouldn't mind the Riddler.
I mean he's not counting on it, but
I don't really know, man. Shit. The Quiet Podcast.
yeah, the Quiet Cast. We'll deliberate and come back on it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, shall we move on?
Yes, well, okay, we'll move on. The last one I had is classic. All of Disney.
All of Disney.
All of Disney.
You're not even gonna separate like good or bad. You just say
No. All of Disney, hero, villain. For all of us.
Okay.
Because the heroes are, like, from the ones we've done, seem more obvious, but the villains seem more fun to divulge and figure out and give the reasons
All
why.
right, heroes. Aaron, you are obviously all 101 of the Dalmatians. No, I'm just kidding.
Because they're black and white.
Oh man, damn it! I wasn't even trying to be racist this time.
Well, too bad.
I was just trying to be
succeeded.
I
funny.
am deeply offended. Deeply.
Yeah, Justin, how could you?
Damn it! All right, hold on. Let me think though. For real though. I'm just like, all right, Aaron, you're Aladdin, and Aaron's like, oh, cause I'm poor. It's just like it gets worse. It gets worse. I don't remedy the situation.
No,
I put a
Aaron
Band-Aid on it.
Sebastian.
The crab?
Aaron Sebastian the Crab.
Man. I don't even like that movie.
I'm just.
What?
Nope, not starting this now. Come on, characters.
All right. We'll come back to that later. Shit.
Your Belle's dad.
Bell's dad. I wish I knew.
Oh my goodness.
Is that me?
He's like, all right, like he's the Doc Brown of Disney.
Okay, cool. I'm
Like-
on board.
Yeah, like he's like I invented this machine. Like he invented that
Awesome.
machine that automatically like cuts down, like chops firewood.
Yeah, chops firewood.
Oh,
And it's just like a
nice.
cart thing. It just drives to the axle. It looks like it's built for like warfare, for like some shit.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
amazing.
Like fantasy Warhammer shit.
Yeah, fucking, he's awesome.
Huh.
Raving. That little clip I found.
So does that make Chris? Who does that make Chris? Like
Talking hero or villain?
hero still for everybody, right?
Yeah. Well, Chris, I guess that makes you like the Beast.
Cool.
I figured you'd like that.
I was also gonna say like maybe that dude from Tangled, the male guy,
Flynn Rider.
Flynn Rider.
I could do that.
Yeah.
When he's in the suave mood.
Well, yeah, when he's a little pompous.
Yeah, I could do that.
I can think of the villains for Justin, or like villains for Justin.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
go for it.
I think.
Wait. We haven't done My Hero yet.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
Dude, like, we'll finish our cake and then eat the other piece of cake.
Shit.
Yeah, hard, isn't it?
Does it have to be a male hero?
I guess we'll leave it open.
No, I'm
I
just
was gonna say,
messing with you.
I was gonna legit say, no, we'll just leave it open and we'll base it on personality and thingamahoo's. And so we won't be like all like, oh, but it's a chick. Like, that is
So we're doing like our Disney princesses almost.
No, let's just stick with it. Let's stick with the heroes for right now,
Okay.
because then we could easily just go.
we'll just choose Disney princesses.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say,
it's a
who's
terrible
everybody's
fetish.
favorite Disney princess? And we could just go from there.
Oh man, that's
But,
really terrible. But it's obviously like, I don't know. Actually, There's quite a few actual good Disney princesses. But hold up, anyway.
Justin's hero.
One math problem at a time.
Oh, it's so much harder than it needs to be.
So, okay, can we narrow it down to a movie? Can we say which movie feels the most like Justin? Maybe he's that kid from Atlantis, the main character. I don't remember who's Michael J. Fox.
Milo?
Michael J. Fox, or Milo from Disney.
I don't know.
From
It
Atlantis.
He wears glasses. You wear glasses.
He wears glasses and geeks out
We
of
all
some
wear
shit he's reading in a
glasses.
book that no one else gets. It's close to me. It's as close as it's gonna get.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
From what I remember, if we don't find anyone better, that works. I mean, we can always come back to this at a later date when we're like, oh, we figured out who he is.
Yeah.
It's like scream it right in the middle of a discussion about like politics and like death penalty.
It's like I'm a bunch of different Disney heroes when I go to do different things.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of most folks.
That's true.
Okay, bad guys.
I think Justin would probably be Scar.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's flattering, I guess. I can't run a country.
All right, why do you say that?
I think, well, the pun, he's catty, and two, Scar is kind of catty, and he's just got a wit about him that is, many of the other villains have, and he's successful at what he does. He
This is flattery cast.
yeah, I mean, I think he's a pretty good villain, you know.
Yeah.
So, I think Justin could pull off Scar.
Nice. All right.
All right.
So what about Aaron?
All right, Aaron.
It was either that or Iago.
I was gonna say, like, it's got to be a Iago, right? Because like Iago's hilarious.
What about Aaron?
What about Aaron? Disney, we got his hero down. Like we were like, yeah, villain. All right. Before we get to Aaron, since he's like apparently the hard one, you are the dude from Adventure, like Rescuers Down Under.
Oh yeah!
You were McCreech, that poster.
Yeah.
Why am I McCreech?
One, because like it's like he's got guns and he hunts animals and has a huge giant weird truck cage thing, and of all of the Disney villains that are like dudes that go around with guns being like, I'm a badass and I do my own things, it's like the one guy from Tarzan was too like into British high society. Gaston was too Ethan.
Yes.
So that guy was like, I'm gonna go live out in the middle of the Australian nowhere by myself and just hunt animals with my one animal companion. That is you, my friend.
All right.
Only, you know, if you were dark and twisted and willing to like, you know, kidnap kids
hunted
to find out
animals
where
or
like
something.
really rare animals were. Willing to feed kids to crocodiles. Like hang them over crocodiles. Like
I forget this. Yes.
also the sidekick was the fucking lizard that was hilarious. The iguana.
Joanna.
Joanna.
That lizard is fucking hilarious.
This is fucking hilarious.
Its facial expressions are too good.
Yeah.
Especially when it bites on the rock that he thinks it's an egg. Like freeze faces there. He's like,
Oh man.
future Chris.
Yes.
Throw that picture up
Yes.
and just leave that up for the rest of the podcast because it's too funny.
Done. Okay, who's Aaron?
Damn it.
Okay, damn it. Okay. We can scratch off a few obvious ones. You're not
Ursula.
Yeah.
Ursula, you're not Cruella de Vil. You're not any of the hunters I mentioned for some of those reasons that I mentioned for Chris not being them. And then you're not McCreech because that's Chris. You're not...
What?
I was going to say, you're not that hypnotizing snake from Jungle Book.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jafar.
I'll leave him in the pile of maybes.
Okay. I'm not
hypnotizing
Shao
snake.
Kahn or whatever the hell that guy is. From
No, from Jungle
Mulan.
Book. Or I was gonna say like
Shere Khan.
Shere Khan, Shere Khan, Jungle Book. But you're also not Attila the Shun Yu or whatever the fuck
There
his
it
name
is,
was.
yeah.
You're not Shun Yu either. Mainly because he was just an evil warlord dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other Disney villains. Come on.
Maleficent.
You're not. No, I don't
Yeah, I'm just
think any. I don't
naming
think
them.
anyone's really Maleficent.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone in the world is really Maleficent except for Maleficent, because Maleficent's just full balls to the wall, like forces of darkness. Like, not even like I'm a bad person in this
A
place.
lot of female villains are female.
Yeah. And you're not Hades.
Oh yeah.
Man, can I change your vote from Scar to Hades? 'Cause
I feel like if the both of you,
Hades
like,
has more
in
banter.
between the both of you is Hades.
So in between me and Justin is
Yeah,
Hades.
yeah.
I can see that. That works.
Because he's got that banter that
Yeah.
makes him
Yeah.
so fun.
But shit.
Oh man, but if I'm Panic, you're Pain, or whatever the fuck. we're both those little imps.
Nice.
If we're those guys.
Okay, do we have somebody for Aaron? Because if not, I've got one more that we can like throw out there.
All right, but
before we silence this podcast into oblivion.
We will nail Aaron down.
Who's the
in this
villain in
next-
Treasure Planet?
That's Long John Silver, fool.
Oh,
Well, I mean, like, it's Treasure Island, so it's
Oh,
their
yeah.
version of Long John
I forget
Silver.
this.
He's like part robotic.
Huh. What about who's the villain in Atlantis?
Man, you could almost be the hero from Atlantis almost yourself, to be
Huh.
honest.
Okay. That's
be-
cool. I wish I remembered that video. Like, we watched it recently enough too.
Yeah, that's the
But-
thing. So we watched it kind of recently, but only once.
Yeah.
But you could be the hero in that. But as far as villains go, that's tough. Like, I'm trying to think. Some of the other villains are like, that's not them. And fuck those guys. It's bad.
And he wouldn't be Jafar, would he? Because Jafar is not really like out and about. He's more of like the schemer
Yeah, that has plans.
kind of guy that also has sorcery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That could almost be
And
Aaron.
has his
that
plan
could almost
that
be
he
Aaron.
unfurls.
Yeah, I
That could
could
almost be
pull that
Aaron,
off.
but then
Yeah.
that definitely makes me out of it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna whisper bad ideas to you shouldn't do. Just gonna ruin people's days.
All right, there we go. Nice. Okay.
All right. What's your final?
Okay.
What's your final category?
Yeah. Final category, and this is just one for fun. Not who we are, but favorite Disney princess. Go.
Oh boy.
All right.
And you can narrow it down to 2 if need be, or you can say your favorite and then say your like runner-up.
This is tough. You go scratching off the list. You're like, okay, Sleeping Beauty scratched off the list. She mostly slept.
You can do that for Snow White as well.
You can do that for Snow White as well. Scratch her off the list. She's a very nice girl, I'm sure. But nope.
And let's narrow it and keep it to 2D animated.
That excludes all of the 3D people.
Oh man, I could have been Jiminy Cricket.
What's wrong, Jesse?
That's also kind of stone perfect, actually. You could be.
I like Jiminy Cricket. He's a cool guy.
What was your Disney? Oh yeah, your Disney hero was Belle's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket would work. Yeah, I think he's more like you than Belle's dad would be.
Cool.
But Belle's dad is pretty like.
Yeah, Belle's dad
Yeah,
is just
actually,
pretty much Doc Brown.
Yeah, I need to watch this again. Like,
Okay, so Disney princess.
Who's your favorite? Go.
It's hard, dude, because it's like, oh man, but Mulan and Jasmine are both really like cool as fuck. So it's like they're gonna like compete for like top spot while I like review all the other princesses to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. So while I hum and ho and think and shit, someone else spout out princesses that
Well,
are. in that list.
Jasmine's really cool, but my favorite is Belle, hands down. Second favorite being Ariel. But then again I'm very shallow. And that's not even really meant to be a water pun.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
well, I am lame and not adding anything new to the cat pile, so I'm just like, I like Belle and Jasmine. I probably would pick Jasmine out of those though. So yeah, for me it would be Jasmine.
Man, give me a minute to think.
I'm sure we're not thinking of like newer Disney characters too.
Why would we?
There's some in there.
Is any of us really going to pick that chick from Princess and the Frog?
I've never even seen it.
All right.
But
She's
like,
a nice
I
girl,
thought
though.
there was.
Yeah.
I thought there was more newer Disney.
That voodoo bad guy in there is pretty cool.
Man, I don't know, like, Jasmine is so good though, because she's like actually goes and does things.
Yeah.
And actually helps spur on the plot of the film.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, there's very like of a lot of the Disney princesses, you know.
So is that your favorite?
May just be, actually.
There's
as far as
also
like characters that I
Megara.
like.
Yeah.
From Hercules.
Wow.
And she's definitely a tragic figure.
Yeah.
I like her a lot too. Probably, yeah. I'm just gonna have to narrow it down and be like, it's some kind of weird tie between like Meg and like Jasmine, and I'll just have to like go and think on it later.
Okay, and final thought. We're not really going to dwell on this. Just say something. All right. Favorite Disney song? Go. Aaron, what's your favorite Disney song?
Whole New World?
Justin, what's your favorite Disney song?
What the fuck, Aaron? Really?
I don't know, man. Like, Colors of the Wind is probably better than that to me. I don't know.
Oh, man, we totally forgot about all the Pocahontas characters. No one cares. No one cares.
Wait,
Even though
wasn't like the bad guy kind of better, and then also John Smith was Mel Gibson. So
Oh, man, you know
John Smith could have been Chris, maybe?
Just because I'm Mel Gibson.
Just because you're Mel Gibson.
I was going to say, we also forgot Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And he had
laugh.
gargoyles that run around and chirp in your fucking face.
Actually, the gargoyles had birds that did that for them.
It's true.
Also, the villain in that movie was fucking cool.
Yes, he was. Holy shit.
Man, he was
really?
the best part of that movie,
Yep.
but he was like a complete tonal shift or everything else is a complete tonal shift compared to him.
Yeah.
Should have been dark like all of his scenes. The rest of the movie should have just been straight dark. That'd have been the best.
Good God.
Oh man, you know it's funny. You can tell they won animation awards out the ass for the opening sequence, and you see like Notre Dame, and you're like, Jesus Christ, and all the sunlight coming in and stuff.
Okay.
There's
your favorite
also the Robin Hood with the foxes. I don't know if that affects it.
I just like disappear. I disappear into a hat.
All right. What's your favorite Disney song?
Favorite Disney song?
Come on. Bomb's gonna go off.
Give me a minute. You say yours, or you can save yours for last.
No. I'll say mine.
Is yours? Never Had a Friend Like Me.
No, it's I Want to Be Like You from Jungle
Oh,
Book.
then I'm just gonna go with Never Had a Friend Like Me. It's Ron Williams.
All right. Nice.
That's a good one.
I Want to Be Like You, Jungle Book. That's a good one too.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this very in-depth podcast at how we view one another and view ourselves. So, insight's cool. Character likes is cool. But
Hindsight is 20/20 and also out of your ass, because it's called hindsight. You know, it's out of your hind. Fuck it. Keep going.
everyone has an eyeball in their butt. And whenever you do the stuff you do, you poke it in the eye. Eye butts. But
Don't give the ghost of Steve Jobs any more ideas.
constant pink eye. But, thanks for listening. And remember, I'm the king of the swingers. Oh, the jungle VIP.